This is Dabu7. And you were looking at the initial readings here of an X1.6 solar flare that has ripped off of the sun. That was just the other day I put out a video warning about some of the YouTube videos you may see that hype up these flares that never really do any major damage to Earth. I warned that an X flare, Earth facing, is something you need to keep an eye on, and unfortunately it's happened here today. Peaking at a 1.6, and this came off of one of the exact sunspots I was warning about, 2158. I'll leave a link so you guys can watch all these GIFs and animations. This is something we're going to have to continue to keep an eye on. I'm sure Thor will have a good presentation on this. And there are a few things I definitely want to point out here off these different sites. As you can see here, X flare. The satellites have detected a powerful X 1.6, and it came off of 2158. This is the area I was warning about. There's no way of dodging this bullet. Let's put it that way. We're going to catch at least a glancing blow, so at least be prepared for that. And they state that they're not stating anything about it coming toward Earth here because they're not as updated as SolarHam here. You can see the charts here, exactly where it peaked. I want to point out this information right here. Geoeffective Sunspot 2158 produced a strong solar flare this afternoon measuring 1.6. The event was associated with a Type 2 radio emission with an estimated velocity of 3,750 kilometers a second. This is indicative of a strong coronal mass ejection. So space weather was saying they're sitting back waiting. They've already got the feed. This is indicative. They know what happens with these flares. Updated imagery by SDO now shows plasma racing away from the blast site and possibly toward Earth. So they're getting the first curls of this thing erupting off the sun. I'm going to say it now. We're definitely going to get a good piece of this hitting Earth. A direct blow, I'm not sure. This is something we have to sit back and watch it unfold, but nothing to get freaked out about. Like I said before, it's something you always want to have a plan for nonetheless. Okay? Pay attention to where the global D layer is. As this initial burst comes in, this is the areas you're going to want to watch for any transmissions going out. Also, we want to keep an eye here on quake activity. As you can see where the sun's centered here on Southern California, all the way down this Mexico, Costa Rica line, all the way down to Chile. And obviously this is going to be moving. Now this plasma field is going to take, roughly 2-3 days to get here, depending on how fast it's moving. Could get here quicker, maybe a little longer. But that's the latest. Wanted to keep you guys posted with the events here in space. This is something that I warned about, and here we're facing it. A major solar flare, X 1.6, Earth facing, and we'll keep you guys updated as we get more. This has been Dabu7. Eyes to the skies.